Got none.
Don't quit your day job.
Aw, this is my day job. Anyway. Hey, and welcome back to Living La Vida Low Carb on YouTube, episode 49. My name is Jimmy Moore.
I'm Christine Moore.
Money, money, money! Today we're going to talk about money, 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 money! Money!
I think they get the idea.
Actually, we're going to talk about how to do low carb when you don't have very much.
Don't do it.
Money, 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 money! Yeah, you know, a lot of people, that's one of the most popular things that people write to me about, and they ask, how do you do low carb on a budget? And I've never really understood this, Christine, because people just automatically assume that living La Vida Low Carb is expensive. Now, granted, you can make it expensive if you want to. You can go out and buy filet mignons and all
shrimp.
The best cheeses and lobster and shrimp and all these things that are fancy schmancy, but you don't really have to buy all those things to be on a low-carb diet. So what we did was we talked about some of the foods that are relatively inexpensive that you can buy and consume on a low-carb diet. So why don't you tell them a few of them? Go.
Okay.
Okay.
Spinach.
Spinach is about $2.50 for a bag.
Hot dogs.
Hot diggity dogs. Now make sure they're 1 gram or less, because you can get in a lot of trouble just buying whatever 99-cent version. Usually the cheaper versions have more fillers. More fillers means more carbs, so avoid those. But even if you get like Oscar Mayer, which I think is a good brand of beef hot dogs, or the Nathan's hot dogs, those are around $2 to $3 per package.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Let me think. I'm having a brain fart.
Oh, it's okay. Some of the vegetables, since you've already mentioned vegetables,
cauliflower.
a head of cauliflower.
Broccoli.
A head of cauliflower is about $2.50. We've got to tell them how much it is, or they won't.
Oh, sorry.
So, and broccoli is also about $2.50 for a bundle. So those are all excellent choices and very good for your low-carb diet. Now, another obvious one should be eggs. Yes, eggs have gone way up in price over the past year or two, but you can still get a dozen eggs for around $2. And what I like to do is stock up on them. Like I know at our local grocery store, we have them in 2.5 dozen packs for less than $5. And if you like the organic eggs, those are also a good choice. High in omega-3 fatty acids. You really should like those. They're about $3 a dozen.
I was just going to say they're a little more expensive.
They're a little more expensive, but totally for the nutrient density that's in them, totally worth it. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that we talked about as well, that's a very important thing to do when you're talking about trying to eat low carb on the cheap, is to shop at warehouse stores. We actually have a membership at Sam's Club, but Costco is good, and any of the other, I think BJ's Warehouse, there's lots of them all over the country, so there should be some sort of a warehouse store in your area, and be sure you shop and stock up on those foods that are there.
Like
and
the hamburger
Like
patties.
the hamburger patties. One of the things that I like are the 75-25. That's 75%, 25%. It'll be labeled on the package of the hamburger patties. And those come in a pack of 30. And I believe it was only about $17, $18. So that was less than $1 a piece, which is pretty darn good.
And the sausage comes the same way. I'm
Sausage
not sure
patties.
the count, but
Yeah, sausage patties, again, it's probably about a 30 or 40 count in a package, and it's probably $15 at the most. And that's another excellent one to go along with your healthy, cheap eggs. So, cheese is also a good one. You don't want to go overboard on cheese, but you are allowed up to 4 ounces of cheese a day when you're losing weight, and that's always a good one. You can buy expensive cheeses, but there are also less expensive ones that you can stock up on and get those as well for a few bucks each. And also another shopping tip is when you're at the store, look for those items that you would normally buy and see if they're on sale. And if they're on sale, try to stock up on those, and you keep those on hand, especially things that are non-perishable that will be able to keep and are good for your low-carb lifestyle. Things like, you know, mustard, mayonnaise, ranch dressing, those kinds of things.
I was just going to mention almonds too.
Yeah, we're getting to the nuts.
Sorry.
And not me, but we're getting to nuts. The nuts are... the nuts are almonds, which if you try to get almonds, they come in a variety of ways. Avoid honey roasted, obviously, but get ones, if you can, that are raw. I know that sounds gross, but raw almonds are probably the best form of almonds because all the essential nutrients and everything in them are kept intact. If you get them roasted, that's okay too, but they tend to burn them and burn out all the good stuff. So if you can get raw almonds, you can usually get it in a big old bag for about $3 or $4. Macadamia nuts are more expensive, so not so cheap, but they are very healthy for you. Another thing that you talked about was...
You looked at the list.
Yes.
I can't see it.
But you just talked about it at the very end. Is that low carb? Remember, you can buy those in the little packages.
Oh, lunch meats.
There you go, the luncheon meats. And tell us a little bit about luncheon meats. Like, what are they? What can you get? What?
The turkey.
Turkey.
Make sure it's the one
well,
carb
turkey's all low carb.
Well, not if they do the honey.
Oh, even
something.
the honey is pretty low in carbs.
Oh, okay.
Yes, honey. The honey is anyway.
Roast beef.
Roast beef is good.
Oh.
Chicken.
Oh yeah, chicken.
Yeah. Ham.
I am having brain farts
That's
today.
okay.
I haven't had my medicine today.
Yeah, so those are all good ones, and be sure to watch out for like hidden carbs in those, as she was saying. You know, make sure that they're low in carbs, because they do throw in some little hidden sugars and starches and stuff that ain't supposed to be there. Now another, yes, I heard her say yuppers. Another low carb, inexpensive food that you can purchase is pork rinds. Now I know some people go, ew, pork rinds,
gross,
but they are really good, especially if you get some of the different flavored ones. And again, watch out for the flavored ones because they can throw in some sugars.
The barbecue may be a little...
Barbecue may have some sugars in them, but they also make like salt and vinegar and different ones that have good flavors, low in carbs, and it's probably about 99 cents for a bag. It's really very inexpensive, and love it. But most of all, this was the point I wanted to leave in this video. All those foods that we just mentioned, very inexpensive, very cheap. You can eat those things and you can stay within your budget. But guess what? Think about this just for a minute. How many of us wasted hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single year buying ding-dongs and ho-hos and Cheetos and Fruit Loops and all these things that you just don't need? It's garbage. It's junk food. And what you're doing now is you're replacing all of those junk foods that weren't filling your hunger anyway with nice, satisfying, delicious, fat-filled, wonderfully healthy, low-carb foods. And that's why you want to eat this way for the rest of your life. And in the long run, you're going to save on medical bills and everything else. So that's all the time we have for Live La Vida Low Carb on YouTube, episode 49. Thanks so much for watching. See ya!
Bye.